Okay, so in this video we're going to be going about the point number 26. So it says confinement requirements of beam adjoints for earthquake loading. So this is for earthquake loading. Right over here, if you come over here, we can see the clear cover, which is 2 inches from the column, and here that starts. And this is the effective depth D, which is shown here. And if you look here, it says 2H. So this 2H location is actually twice H. This is the H. H is actually the height. The depth, it's not the height, it's the depth of the beam. So H represents the depth of the beam, while D here represents the effective depth of the beam. We have already covered what effective depth is in the previous videos. So right over here you can see 2H, meaning this twice as much as this length. So this location, 2H location, is going to have really close spacing stirrups rather than the other part of the beam, as you can see where the spacings are much more. So the close spacing stirrups are due to shear loads and also for the earthquake loads as well. Okay, so the spacing of stirrups in this 2H location is going to be this. It is going to be the smallest of these 4 options: D by 4, or 8 dB, or 24 dB, or 12 inches. Okay, so for example, it's let's say D by 4 comes to be 10 inches. So S is going to be is 10 inches, and DB4 comes to be 11 inches, and 24 dB comes to be, let's say, 15 inches in that, and this is 12 inches. So in that case, we're going to go with D by 4 because that is 10 inches. And on the other case, if this 3 calculations give us more than 12 inches, then the value of S is going to be 12 inches or smaller, as it says here. Either S is equal to any 4 of this, the smallest of this 4, or it can be lesser than the smallest of this 4. Right after that, we have stirrup ties. So this is the stirrup ties, and the hook length is 16 dB, meaning diameter of bar, and that is going to be either greater than or equals to 3 inches. Okay. All right. Right over here we have the cross tie. So the length of this location of the cross tie is going to be 6 dB greater than or equals to 3 inches. So we're going to calculate 6 dB diameter of bar, 6 into the times of diameter of bar. So for example, if we are using 10 millimeter diameter bar, so 6 into 10 is 60. So 6 into 10 is 60, then divided by 25.4 to convert it into inches, we're gonna get 2.36 inches. So 2.36 inches is less than 3 inches, so we're gonna go with 3 inches. Okay, and if we used, let's say, instead of 10 millimeter diameter bars, if we used 12 millimeter diameter bars, then the calculation would have been a little different. Okay, let me just show you a calculation in Paint. Okay, Paint. Okay. Alright, so right over here, if we go with 6 dB, then, and the dB, the value of dB is 10 millimeter, then it is 6 into 10, and the answer is 60 millimeters. Now we're going to convert it into inches. So 60 divided by 25.4 is equals to is 2.36 inches, and the formula says the 6 dB is going to be either greater than or equals to 3 inches. Since 2.36 is not greater than 3 inches, we're supposed to use with 3 inches. Okay. All right, so this is what this says. So this is going to be 3 inches if we use 10 millimeter diameter bars. Then we have the angle, that is 135 degrees, and then again this length is going to be the same formula, 6 dB greater than equals to 3 inches. Okay, so that is it for the confinement requirements of beam joint for earthquake loading. Thank you very much for watching.